Okay, let's see the next example, which is example 6. We're going to estimate median from OGIF and OGIF. So what is OGIF is like this. So this is how OGIF looks like. So previously this is an histogram. This is histogram and this is an OGIF. Okay. So the table shows the number of books read by 80 students of a school during a book reading program in the year 2019. So you have number of students at 12 blah 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 until 8. So all together you will have 80 students. Okay, so your n will be 80 or the summation of the frequency will be 80. So you need to draw an OGIF for the given data, and from the OGIF you need to estimate the median of the number of books reads and the number of students who have read more than 16 books. So from this table you're gonna extend the table. Kita akan kembangkan lagi table ni. So you'll have number of books and then this is your frequency. This is your frequency, right? Let me conteng sikit. So this is your F, kan? So the summation of F will be 80, which is sama juga dengan your N lah. So from here you have your F and then you have your upper boundary. You need to create your upper boundary. So what is your upper boundary? Kalau upper boundary means you have to plus 0.5 from here 2, so you need to plus 0.5, that's why you get 2.5. This one 5.5, this one 20.5, so you have your upper boundary. Then you need to add on your cumulative frequency. Ingat kan cumulative frequency itu hasil tambah kelas yang sebelumnya. So don't forget to add. Okay, dekat sini dari mana datangnya 0 ni? Because I have to create another row dekat atas ni. Kena tambah satu row dekat atas ni. Yang mana this row is actually start from 0 until 2. So from here you get 3 until 5 kan? So you kena tambah satu lagi yang dekat atas ni which the frequency become 0. Ini yang kita tambah extra, kelas yang extra. So it start from 0 until 2, the frequency is 0. The upper boundary 2.5 and the cumulative frequency is 0. Okay, then baru kita start yang normal lah, this one. So bila dah dapat the cumulative frequency, this cumulative frequency will become your y-axis. Dipaksi y kamu. Y-axis, okay? And this one, the upper boundary ni will become your x-axis. Ini akan berada di paksi x kamu lah. So you know which is which when you draw your OGIF. Okay. So this is your cumulative frequency. Tadi tu kita dah kira, and then the number of books reads. Tapi number of books of reads tapi dalam bentuk boundary. Dia ada 0.5 kan. You start from 2.5, 5.5, 8.5 sampai 20.5. So you draw lah 20.2 for 2.5 you get 0 over here. And then for 5.5 you get 8. Letaklah 8 dekat sini. And then you get berapa tu? 8.5 you get 20. 11.5 you get 38. Somewhere lah around here kan, 38 lah. Kanan. And then you get apa lagi lah yang lain seterusnya. Ada lagi dekat sini, ada lagi dekat sini, ada lagi dekat sini. Okay, so bila you dah draw, mark your point there, you dah tahu koordinat dia, you connect all the points, all the point with the smooth curve. Freehand lah, you lukis freehand, lembut-lembut je sampai you get this curve lah. Then for the median, how do you find your median? Since your n is 80 kan? So n divide by 2. Cerapan. Kita mau tahu dia di kelas cerapan yang ke mana? Yang ke berapa? 80 divide by 2. So you tahu dia dalam cerapan ke 40. So cerapan ke 40 kita refer balik dekat sini. Cerapan ke 40 dia katakan. You tengok cerapan ke 40 dekat sini. You connect dia. Bawa turun ke bawah. So you get this one. T40 means ni nah. This one. Bawa ni sampai ke sini, sampai kena curve tu bawa turun. Then you get 11 point something lah. 11.8 macam tu. Lebih-lebih kurang. So you get that is your median. And how about the number of students who have read more than 16 books? Bilangan pelajar yang telah membaca lebih daripada 16 buah buku. So, macam mana kita mau kira tu? You have 80 divide by 80 minus 67. 80 ni kenapa pula 80? 80 sebab jumlah keseluruhan kita ada 80 orang. Kita tolaklah yang 67 orang ni. Kenapa tolak 67? Sebab bagi kenapa pula tolak 67? Cuba tengok. Apa hints yang kamu dapat dekat sini? Allah, bising pula lah anjing tu kan. So, minus 67. Dekat mana 67? Somewhere around here. 67. This is 67. Dia dapat dari mana 67 ni? Dapat dari sini. 67. Sorry, a bit messy. So, ni, you garis dia. Sampai kena yang ni. Turun bawah. Bawa turun ke bawah. Okay. Kenapa kita pilih 67 ni? Sebab dia kata yang baca lebih daripada 16 buku. So, 16 tu kita dapat dari mana? 16 number of book reads. Refer kepada paksi X dia. 16 books ni adalah paksi X exist kan? So, carilah yang 16 tu di sini. You bawa naik ke atas. Garis-garis terus ni. Sampai sini. Then bawa P ke sini. So, you get this is actually 67. Inilah yang 67 tu. That's why I know 80 minus 67. Then you get the answer is 13. Macam tu. Okay. So, that is for how do you estimate your median from the OGIF. Kalau median, you cari di sini. Daripada 40, refer cumulative frequency 40, bawa ke sini dan bawa turun. Tapi bila untuk the second question, dia kata read more than 16 books. Read more than 16 books mean kita mau cari yang sorry, wait, where is my curve? I couldn't see it. Okay. Oops, it's over here. So, more than 16 curve is actually area yang sebelah sini. Yang sebelah sini. That's why you need to 80 minus yang 16 ni bawa naik ke atas so that we can see the value. Berapa yang baca lebih daripada 16 buku. Okay. Okay, that's it for OGIF. We cover histogram and OGIF. Let's see the next subtopic, which is measure of dispersion. Okay, so for measure of dispersion, tadi kita cover, we learn about measure of central tendency, which is you have three main measure, mean, median, and mode. But for measures of dispersion, there are lots of There are lots of types for measure of dispersion. First, you need to know what does it mean by measure of dispersion. Measure of degree of dispersion to determine how far the values of the data in a set of data scatter or spread out from its average value. Maksud ayat panjang-panjang ni, measure of dispersion. Disperse, apa maksud disperse? Dia macam berterabur, kan? Disperse, berterabur macam tu. So, dia mau tengok sejauh mana data yang kita ada tu, value dia berterabur atau scatter atau spread out from the average value. Sejauh mana dia berterabur daripada jumlah yang value yang asal, average value. Okay. So these are the types of measure of dispersion. You have range, julat, interquartile range, julat interquartile, and then you have variance and standard deviation, sisihan biawai. So you have four for measure of dispersion. So this is how you're going to find each of these. For the range, how do you find range? Is using this formula. You need to find the largest value in the data, then you minus it with the smallest value. So that is range. And then for a quartile ataupun quartile dalam bahasa Melayu dia, divide a set of data into 4 equal parts. So that is quartile. Quartile lah. Satu quartile bermaksud kamu ada 4 bahagian. So that's why timbulnya quartile pertama, quartile kedua, ketiga dan quartile keempat. So selalu kita jarang sebut quartile keempat lah. Sebab quartile keempat tu maksudnya dah lengkap satu quartile kan. So the second quartile is actually equal to median. Second quartile. Sebab kita ada 4 kan, 4 bahagian. Kalau dibahagi 2, maksudnya itu adalah median di tengah-tengah. So you have Q2. This is denoted, second quartile denoted as Q2. And then third quartile denoted as this one, Q3. And this is important. Interquartile range. How do you find interquartile range? Is you're going to minus the third quartile minus the first quartile. So quartile pertama, quartile ketiga tolak quartile yang pertama. That is interquartile range. Interquartile range. Okay. So let's see. This is for ungrouped data. Ungrouped data. You need to find the range in interquartile range of the ungrouped data. So you have this data. First of all, when you have this ungrouped data, you need to rearrange ascending order, in ascending order. You kena susun dalam bentuk menaik. So this one dah tersusun ke? Belum kan? So you susun dia, then you get this one kan? So now you have 3 on your left and 3 on your right. Ada 3 sebelah kanan, 3 sebelah kiri. So you need to find yang tengah-tengah ni will be your median. Okay, the first one, this one, you have, this is your Q1. And then this is actually your Q2 kan? Median kan sama dengan Q2. So this is your Q3. So you, okay. So Q1 is 3, Q3 is 8. Macam itulah. Senang untuk you bahagi-bahagikan dia. You bagikan sama rata dulu. Then only you know this is Q1, this is Q3. Ataupun you tengok ni ada berapa nombor? Ada 6 nombor kan? 1/4 daripada 6, you akan dapat di sini. 3/4 daripada 6, you akan dapat di sini. Okay. Okay, then for the interquartile range, sorry. You just need to find the first and third quartile saja. Cari first and third quartile. Kalau dia minta interquartile range, you just minus lah. Q3 minus Q1. That one is interquartile. Okay, how about B? You gonna rearrange juga ni. Rearrange. So, you bahagikan. 4 sebelah kiri, 4 sebelah kanan. You ada 8 numbers all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So, you bahagi 4 kiri, 4 kanan. Then, this will be the median, yang tengah-tengah. So, this will be your Q2. Okay, so where is your Q1? Dekat sini, tengah-tengah sini, somewhere around here. Somewhere around here lah. Kita tidak tahu what is the number kan? So somewhere around here, that will be your Q3 and Q1. Okay, macam mana saya tahu dia ada 8 nombor. So Q1 means 1/4 daripada 8. So, you kira lah berapa? Okay. This one is 3/4 daripada 8. Berapa? So, Q1 will be somewhere in the middle here. 4 plus 6. Okay. So, we ignore this one. 4 plus 6 divided by 2. You get 5. In the middle here. In between. And about Q3, 12 plus 15 divided by 2. So, you get 13.5. That is the Q1 and Q3. Okay. Then we move on to the range and interquartile range for group data. This is for group data. So the formula is still the same. You have this one, you have this one, Q2, Q3, and interquartile range. Still the same. Okay. Just that the data is group data. Group data maksudnya yang ada dash-dash macam ni lah, yang ada selang. So you start with 85 until 8. You have the following table shows the distribution of the height of 200 young durian trees. Durian pokok durian yang muda lah 200. Ada 200. How do I know 200? This one, the summation. The summation will be equal to 200. Ataupun this is actually your n lah. N actually. Okay. So for the data shown, find the range. Cari range kamu. How do you find range? Find the highest minus the lowest. Yang highest apa? Yang highest you cari midpoint of the highest class. Ini yang paling tinggi kan? Highest. This is the highest. This one is the highest. The lowest is this one. Tapi you tidak tahu yang which one, which di antara ni. Dia ada nombor di tengah ni kan, 85, 86, 87, 88. So di tengah-tengah ni ada 87. Di tengah-tengah ni ada 87. So that is the midpoint. Di tengah-tengah ni ada 122. 122. That is your midpoint. Okay. Remember for the group data, you always use the midpoint. Tapi kalau ungroup data, like the previous one, macam ni kan, you say this is the smallest, this is the largest. So the range, kalau range dia berapa? Range dia 10 minus 2. You get 8. You can take it straight away from the data. But for group data, you need to find the midpoint. Cari titik tengah dia. For group data, remember for group data, always use the midpoint or the x value. Call it as x, kan? So you get this one. Then you need to find the interquartile range using formula. For group data, remember you have formula for this. What is the formula? So you have this table. You kena tambah satu lagi column which is cumulative frequency. So tahu kan cari cumulative frequency macam tadi. Sampai yang last kali, you dapat 200. So Q1, dia kata Q1 class is given by Tn over 4. So T 200 bagi 4 you get T50. T50 dekat mana? Over here. You tengok cumulative frequency 73. Yang 50 ni T50. Maksudnya dekat sini lah. Okay? Dekat sini. This is your Q1 class. Ni nah. Ni Q1 class kamu. And then for the Q1 class, you dah identify the Q1 class. Baru kelas saja. Then you need to use this formula. Ni kalau you tak perasan, ni actually formula yang sama dengan median tadi. Cumanya dia berubah. Kalau tadi kita panggil kelas median, ini kelas quartile. Lower boundary of the class quartile. So lower boundary of the class quartile, this is 100. The lower boundary will be 99.5. Okay, that's why you get 99.5. N over 4, macam biasalah, 200 over 4. F ni apa? F ni adalah cumulative frequency before the class quartile. So this is the class quartile. Ni kan, kita dapat yang ni. The class quartile is this one. This is sangat important. This is this. The class quartile. So, ini cumulative frequency untuk kelas quartile tu. So, untuk kelas yang sebelumnya adalah 39. That's why you get this one, 39. Okay, over here, 39. Then how do you get 34? 34 ni maksudnya frequency untuk kelas quartile itu sendiri, which is this one. Okay. So, and C adalah kelas. Size untuk kelas itu. Ada berapa nombor dalam kelas tu? You get 5. How do I get 5? 100. Okay. I don't need to write down lah kan. I mention je. So 5. Ada 5 numbers. Start from 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 104. Up until 104. Ada 5 nombor in between this. That is the class. Okay. That's why you get 5 over here. So you just calculate using calculator. Pop. You get this one. And you repeat the same procedure for Q3 untuk kelas ketiga, third quartile. So you have 3n over 4. So you get T150. T150, where is it? T150. Dekat sini. It's dekat sini. This is Q1. This is Q3. Okay. So ganti masuklah macam tadi. Then you get this. So for the interquartile, Q3 minus Q1. So you get this one. Okay. So I hope you can understand how to find the quartile when you have group data macam ni. Jangan panic, you just use the formula you used before for the median. Cumanya dia sekarang, kalau dulu median class, sekarang you have quartile class. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see example 9. How we need to estimate interquartile range of group data from OGIF. Ni OGIF pula. Tadi daripada table, sekarang daripada OGIF. Okay, let's see you have this table. Dia kata, this table have 100 long hair girls. Ada 100 orang rambut panjang lah. Budak perempuan. So, ni total dia. Summation of F. Actually, sama juga dengan N. Sorry. Then you get 100. Okay. Then you need to draw an OGIF for the fourth data. From the OGIF, estimate the interquartile range. And the percentage of girls having hair longer than 52. Okay, kalau kamu perasan, untuk OGIF, dia sentiasa ada soalan yang macam yang B ni. Kalau yang macam tadi, yang jumlah of books lebih daripada 16. Ni sekarang, macam tadi, jumlah pelajar yang baca lebih daripada 16 books. Sekarang dia tanya pula percentage of girls having hair longer than 52 cm. So, bila ada soalan macam ni, tu maksudnya OGIF lah tu. So, from here, we start with the table. The table, previously you only have 2 column. Now you have 2 extra column. Ingat kalau OGIF, kena ada upper boundary. So, this upper boundary will be your x-axis. X-axis, ya. This lower boundary, lower boundary. This cumulative frequency will be your y-axis. Okay, that's why we need to find these two. Okay, so upper boundary ni maksudnya you tambah 0.5. Tambah yang mana? This one. 24.5, 29.5, 34.5, 39.5. Okay. So, the cumulative frequency, okay, you need to add extra lah untuk yang ni. You kena tambah extra untuk yang kelas pertama ni. Kalau perasan ini, tiada dalam sini. They start with 25 till 29, which is the frequency 3. Kita kena wujudkan satu kelas baharu untuk yang OGIF. Untuk OGIF, sentiasa wujudkan satu kelas baharu di atas ni. Yang mana the frequency bermula dengan 0. Ini actually yang this one. Ini extra. You kena tambah. Okay. Okay, so it start with 20 until 24 lah. So you get this. Now you can plot your OGIF. Ini paksi X, upper boundary. Paksi Y adalah kumulatif. Plot dia. So, see? Over here. Wait, I couldn't see my cursor. So this is cumulative frequency. This is length. Length ni actually dalam bentuk upper boundary. Kalau kamu tengok dia ada 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Okay. So you start with 24.5 berapa? Mark dia dekat situ. Mark dekat sini. And then dekat sini lagi. Dekat sini lagi. Dekat sini pun ada. Dekat sini pun ada. Sampai dekat sini. Sini lagi. Sini lagi. And then you smooth. Draw your OGIF smoothly. Freehand. Okay. Connect the point. Sampai you dapat this curve. Okay. Then from the OGIF. Dah siap OGIF kamu. You cari Q1 quartile. First quartile 100 over 4. Kenapa 100? Because the n. The n just now is 100. So you get cerapan yang ke 25. Where 25 ni mau tengok dari x-axis ke y-axis? Tengok dari mana tu? Tengok daripada T25 ni, maksudnya kamu tengok dekat cumulative frequency. You refer dekat cumulative frequency yang ke-25. Cari kat sini, 25. Kan? This one is Q1. Q1. 25. So, you cari dekat sini, bawa turun ke sini, then you get the value dekat sini. So, the value will be 39 lah. Dia tidak sampai 39. Dia 39 sahaja. Sama juga untuk Q3. Q3 is Q3 over 4 times 100. That is 75. So 75 is somewhere around here. This one is your Q3. Okay. So connect the line. Bawa turun ke bawah. Then you get the value is somewhere around here lah. Which is the value 49.25. So you get Q3 and Q1. Then you can find your interquartile range, which is Q3 minus Q1. So you get this one, okay? Okay, now let's focus on the question B. Number of girls having hair longer than 52 centimeters. Longer than 52 centimeter. So you have altogether 100, right? Tengok total cumulative frequency kita 100. So 100 minus, how do I find this 83 over here? How do I know 83? Is because 52 is in centimeter. You cari 52 tu dari bawah sini. Ini nak 52. X-axis kan 52 centimeter. Bukan cari 52 dari sini. Sebab dia 52 centimeter. So you need to find it from down here, the x-axis. So connect sini, connect the line up until here, bawa sambung, then you get, oh, 83 rupanya. That's why 100 minus 83. Then you get 17 sahaja, 17. Ada 17 orang yang panjang rambut dia lebih daripada 50 cm. But you need to find it, you need to convert it into percentage. Sebab soalan minta the percentage. So bila kita convert dalam percentage, 17 over 100 times 100. Over 100 ni adalah N kamu. N. Total keseluruhan. Ini 100% lah. This one is 100%. So you get this. Okay, that's it. Quite easy kan? Yang susahnya dekat sini saja. Untuk you create new, sebelum you create your ogive, untuk ogive, kena ingat you kena guna upper boundary and cumulative frequency. Okay, this is the last subtopic, which is standard deviation and variance. Okay, for the standard deviation and variance, you will have a different formula for group and as well as for the ungroup. For the ungroup and group, okay? So let's see, the first definition of variance is given by this formula, summation of x minus x bar. What is x bar? X bar is your mean, and then bracket square divide by n. X bar is your mean, n is number of your data, bilangan data kamu. So that one is for variance. And then after you obtain your variance, from there you can obtain your standard deviation. Standard deviation is equal to square root of the variance. Punca kuasa 2 kan the variance, so you get the standard deviation. So for ungrouped data, the standard deviation is this. Summation, this is the standard deviation. Sigma ni adalah standard deviation. Summation of x square divide by n minus x bar square kan dia. So summation of x ni sum of square of x. X tadi tu data kamu lah untuk this one for ungroup. Okay. And for ungroup data, this for ungroup data. For ungroup data, the variance is given by this. Sigma square means the variance. Summation of x square divide by n minus, ni actually kalau you perasan, ni actually adalah yang ini. Cuma ni dalam bentuk square root. Sebab standard deviation adalah square root untuk variance. Ni sama ni formula ni, cuma yang ni tidak ada square root. Okay, tengok contoh standard deviation and variance for ungrouped data. Calculate the mean and standard deviation and variance of set of data. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your n is 5. So you susunlah dia ikut yang kecil ke besar, 14, 16, macam ni kan. So this is your x. These are all your x. Okay. So you start with the formula for mean x bar, summation of x divide by n. So this is your x. You tambahkan, hasil tambah semua ni, you dapat 103 divide by 5. So this is your mean. And for the standard deviation, you use this formula. this one, the formula given. Summation of x square. So you kena cari x square. This 14 square kan dia, you get 196. 16 square kan dia, you dapat 256. So hasil tambah yang ni, you get this one. Okay, that's why you get this. 2281 divide by 5 minus dengan your mean. So of course you need to find your mean lah. We already found our mean over here. 20.6. Then don't forget to square it. Kuasa 2 kan dia. So you calculate yang dekat dalam ni dulu, tekan calculator yang dekat dalam ni dulu, dapat answer, then only you square it. Then only you square root kan dia. So you get this answer. That is standard deviation. Then how do you find your variance? Variance actually standard deviation kuasa 2. So you kuasa 2 kan lah yang ni. Then you get this one. Senang kan? Okay, let's see this one. This one for group. This is for ungroup. This one is for group. Macam mana cari yang for group pula? Okay, so dia kata table ni tunjuk ketinggian untuk 40 students. So 40 students mean the summation of this, you will get 40. Or your n will be 40. This is your n. You need to find the mean, standard deviation, mean and the standard deviation. So remember, this is group data. Since you won't find your x straight away from here, you need to find the midpoint, kan? Cari titik tengah untuk ni. So ini titik tengah dia daripada 15 ni until 162, you get the titik tengah is this. How do you find titik tengah? 159 tambah 162 divide by 2, so you get this. Hasil tambah 2 ni bahagi 2, so you get midpoint. And then this is your frequency, this is your f kan? Your frequency. Ni carilah fx ni times dengan ni, you get fx. Then f time dengan x kuasa 2. You need to find the x kuasa 2 punya column lagi. Dekat sini. Okay. So bila you dah dapat all these thing, you sum up this summation of f, sum up this summation of fx, sum up this summation of fx square. Mean adalah summation of fx divide by f. You just divide this one, divide by this, so you get the answer. And then for the standard deviation, we use the same formula we just used previously. Guna yang ni, ganti masuk summation of fx square yang ni, divide by summation of f, which is 40. Then minus your square of the mean. So you get the answer. Nampak macam susah. Actually tidak susah. It's quite easy because the whole thing is actually here. You kena tekan-tekan calculator je. Statistik ni you banyak tekan calculator saja. And the formula already given. It's just that you need to know, walaupun formula tu diberikan kepada kamu, you need to know, at least you need to know what is f, what is x, what is x bar. Okay. So that's it for the variance. That one is for standard deviation. So if you are asked to find the variance, so you just square the standard deviation. Okay. So that's all for our chapter 7, statistics. Actually all the questions from the lecture notes, I took it from this book. Okay, so you may refer this book, the Success Additional Mathematics SPM. This is actually very good books. You may refer this for more examples and more exercise. That's all. And don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel for more mathematics lectures. Thank you.